Okay, welcome to today's video. Hope you guys had a good weekend. We are going to be learning about the coordinate system. And just like usual, we're going to go over some vocabulary before we start delving into the coordinate system. So some of this is review for you. In fact, all of it should be review. So this should be a fairly easy topic today. X-axis. So if you have your coordinate plane, the x-axis is the horizontal line right here. So let me get another color. This is your x-axis. All right. Y-axis. Let's draw your coordinate plane again. The y-axis is the vertical line in your coordinate plane. It's the top one going up and down as the y-axis. Okay, and then quadrants. In your coordinate plane, you have 4 quadrants. This is quadrant number 1. This is quadrant number 2. This is quadrant number 3. And this is quadrant number 4, and they're always, for some reason, written in Roman numerals, just so you know. If you're going to plot a set of coordinates, if the coordinates are a positive number and another positive number, they're going to be found in quadrant 1. Okay? In other words, if you hop on the elevator on the right-hand side and go up, you're in quadrant 1, right? Okay, in quadrant 2, you actually hop on the elevator with a negative number to start, and then you go up. So a negative, positive. Quadrant 3, you start over and hop on the elevator with a negative number, and then you go down the elevator, so it's a negative and a negative. And the last quadrant, quadrant 4, you start off positive when you're hopping on the elevator and you go down floors negative. Okay, origin. The definition of the word origin is the very center of the quadrant plane. It's found, actually right center, and the coordinates for the origin are 0, 0. So the coordinates right here, 0, 0. Ordered pairs. Ordered pairs are always the number from off the x-axis first and then the y. That goes x, y. X value first, y value second. So let's do steps for graphing some ordered pairs. Okay? Step number 1, you need to start at the origin, which is 0, 0. We just went over that in our definition, right? Step number 2, using the x value, using the x value, move to that spot on the x-axis. This will make more sense in a minute when we actually do it. Step number 3, from the x value, use the y value to move up or down on that elevator. And then the very last step is to plot the point. Okay, so we have an example right here. It's negative 2, 4. And so the way I've taught you is you hop on the elevator at negative 2. You hop on the x-axis. You start at the origin first, 0, 0. You go over negative 2, negative 1, negative 2, okay? And then it says positive 4, so you're riding up the elevator 4 floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, plot your point. Okay, so once again, you start at the origin. You move to the spot on the y-axis, which was given us a negative 2. We were given a negative 2. And then we find the y value to move up or down. Since our y value is positive 4, we go up to the 4. And there we have it. Okay, let's do some problems together and see if we understand how this baby works. Okay, it says graph the following and tell which quadrant they are in. So we've got to know which quadrant they're in. Let's go ahead and label our quadrants up here as well. This is quadrant 1 again. This is quadrant 2. Once again, we always use Roman numerals for these. This is quadrant number 3. And this is quadrant number 4. All right. Okay, let's try this. Our first given coordinates are -2 and 3. So once again, we start right here at the origin at 0, 0. We hop on the elevator at a -2, 1, 2. And we go up the elevator because it's positive 3 places, 1, 2, 3. And we plot the point. Let's go ahead and write what coordinates we were using. -2, 3. -2, 3. All right, and so this is quadrant number 2. So we had to label which quadrant we're in, so let's go ahead and do that. This is quadrant 2. Come in and focus a little bit more there. There we go. Okay, the next set of points, the next ordered pair that we're given is a 0, 6. So once again, we're starting right here at the center, the point of origin, and it says that we're hopping on the elevator at 0, so we're not going anywhere, until it tells us that the next ordered pair there, the next number for the ordered pair is 6. So we're going to go up, it's a positive 6, go up 6 floors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's our point. If you'll notice, we're not either in coordinate 1 or, in quadrant 1, not coordinate, quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. We're actually right on the y-axis, and so that's what we would put down here for where we're located. All right, we're going to write y, I'm moving my camera with my pen, y-axis. Okay, if you can see, our next ordered pair is a 2, -3. So come back up here to our coordinate plane, start at our point of origin. We're going to go over a positive 2, hop on the elevator at 2, and then it tells us to go down 3 floors because it's a -3. 1, 2, 3, and we plot our point. Let's go ahead and write that in. 2, -3. And that is quadrant 4. So when we come down here, we're going to write that that's in quadrant 4 because it is. By the way, I forgot to write the last ordered pair on it, the one that was 0, 6. I'm going to go ahead and write that down too. 0, 6. All right, the very last example says 5, 0 for the ordered pair. So once again, we start at the point of origin, and we're going to go hop on the elevator at a positive 5, and then the next is to go up or down that elevator, but it says 0, so we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to put our point right here. Let's label that ordered pair as 5, 0, and once again, this point is not in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. It's actually on an axis, and it's on the x-axis this time. So that is what we are going to write right here is x-axis. Okay, that's all for today, folks. If you look right here, there is a pause and try. And you are going to graph, once again, the following ordered pairs, and you're going to plot them. And tell me which quadrant they are in, or if they're on one of the axes, the x-axis or the y-axis. Have fun!